Yo, static on the screen while I'm booting up the system. 95 aesthetic, but the youngsters might have missed them. I'm sitting in the glow of a CRT monitor, a Gen X king, the digital era chronicler. Got the D20 rolling on the mahogany table, streaming live content through a fiber optic cable. I'm a dungeon master weaving tales of the ancient, while the chat room is buzzing and the viewers getting patient. From the shy to the stars, yeah, I'm bridging the gap with a map of the galaxy laid out on my lap. I'm the captain on the bridge, I'm the rogue in the night, keeping retro culture burning like a neon light. Total Trek plays, yeah, we're live on the air, from the Delta Quadrant to the Dragon's Lair. Got the cartridges stacked and the dice in the tray, just a 95 vibe at the end of the day. Total Trek play, keep the signal real strong, where the nerds and the geeks and the legends belong. I got Optimus Prime standing guard on the shelf, transforming the world while I'm being myself. Collecting G1 figures, mint condition in the box, while I'm breaking every code and I'm picking every lock. It's a link to the past, got the master sword drum, been grinding in the dungeon since the early break of dawn. Hyrule is the mission and the Triforce is the goal. Got that ocarina melody deep inside my soul. Switching over to the Trek, set the phases to stun, because the final frontier is where the real work is done. Boldly going where the casuals never dared to tread, with a Vulcan logic spinning inside of my head. Total Trek plays, yeah, we're live on the air, from the Delta Quadrant to the Dragon's Lair. Got the cartridges stacked and the dice in the tray, just a 95 vibe at the end of the day. Total Trek plays, keep the signal real strong, where the nerds and the geeks and the legends belong. Yeah, may the force be with the stream, I'm a Jedi with the flow, lightsaber gleaming in the purple evening glow. Between the empires, reaching clinging empire's pride, I'm the bridge between the worlds with the viewers by my side. No CGI needed, just the sprites and the pixels, dealing with the trolls and the digital dismissals. I'm a relic of the era when the gameplay was king, before the microtransactions and the vanity bling. Just a man and his hobbies in the basement sanctuary, writing out the pages of a geeky glossary. Level 64, yeah, I'm reaching the peak every Tuesday night for the geeks and the neeks. Powering down now, let the cooling fan spin. Tomorrow night we do it all over again. Check the log, save the game, let the credits roll by, underneath the glow of a digital sky. Total Trek plays. Total Trek plays. Total Trek plays. We out. Total Trek plays. Total Trek plays.
The tavern fire is burning low as maps are spread across the wood. A charter signed in golden ink for justice misunderstood. Beyond the edge of Rossland, where the fog begins to creep, lies a land of broken promises and secrets held too deep. We ride through briar and bramble, where the twisted shadows play, to reclaim what was stolen before the light of day. The kingdom waits in silence under canopy of green, while a tyrant rules the valley through a terror yet unseen. Thy kingdom come through the fire and the rain. We will break the iron shackles and wash away the stain. From the hills of the Shrike to the edge of the world, let the banners of the righteous be finally unfurled. We are coming for the crown of bone, to build a throne of our own. He sits within his fortress with a heart of cold decay. The Stag Lord drinks his bitter wine while peasants fade away. A skull of ivory bleached by sun is resting on his brow. He thinks the forest belongs breathing? Can you feel the turning tide? There is nowhere left for cruelty and cowards left to hide. From the ruins of the old world, a new city shall arise, with walls of stone and silver reaching for the northern sky. We are the law, we are the light, we are the coming storm. In the shadow of the mountains, a destiny is born. Thy kingdom come through the fire and the rain. We will break the iron shackles and wash away the stain. From the hills of the strike to the edge of the world, let the banners of the righteous be finally unfurled. We are coming for the crown of bone, to build a throne of our own. The stag has fallen to the earth. The morning sun is bright. A crown of bone is shattered in the glory of the light. Thy kingdom come. Thy kingdom come. Our kingdom starts tonight.
Oh my god. This again. There we go. And just go over. Alright, now let me go figure out why my TV isn't playing, well, my Xbox isn't playing on my TV. Alright. There we go. How's everyone doing? let's continue. World. Load screens. I don't like them.
I'll go ahead. The path is clear.
Well, this is not the best outcome, but I think it will be good enough for Jumanji. Take this as a reward for your help. I'll send word to Restov and let them consider how they might return the favor. Once again, I thank you for your help. I'll remain here until my men recover from their wounds. Meanwhile, we'll help guard the trading post and fight off any bandits should they return. Good luck in all your plans and endeavors. Taxi and spies are much like magpies. They'll grab anything that catches their eye. Information, treasure, artifacts. This time, King Iravetti had a chance to seize the entire Stolen Lands region, and at the Aldori's expense. I'll give you some advice for the future. Be wary of Taxian King. He's truly a snake of a man.
Tread lightly.
Hi there, stranger. I'm Irina, Svetlana's sister. I just arrived recently. It's just... I want to start a new life. To forget everything from before. Even my own name. Right after battle in the Stag Lord's fortress, Akiro's just dissolved, like morning fog. I heard him mumble something about repaying old debts as he left. He's no fool. I guess he won't show his face in the Stolen Lands again. Too many people recognize him for being the Stag Lord's right hand. The remnants of the gang all scattered. I'd wager someone's already announced himself as the new Stag Lord and got a knife in the liver from some other wannabe heir. I won't be here long. Just enough to help Svetlana with her work around the post. I owe her that much. Then I'll be on my way. Still haven't decided where to go, though.
Svetlana sighs. It seems like I've completely forgotten how to hope for the better, but my heart already belongs to these wild lands. Perhaps in time, they'll grow into a peaceful and prosperous community. It was Oleg's idea, though I supported him in it. We didn't realize how dangerous it was here, of course. In Restov, everyone respects the Sword Lords, and everyone's accustomed to relying on them. Even the mention of someone like Lady Jamandi could be enough to fend off a street thug or some other trouble. It could maybe even work in some places here, but not with the Stag Lord's men.
Let us be careful. The path is clear.
The Stag Lord's gone. We found his fortress and sent the villain to oblivion. Oleg looks at you with respect bordering on admiration. And good riddance. Maybe now we'll be able to actually live in the Stolen Lands, rather than just surviving. Oleg sighs. Without a doubt, more people will flock here now. It'll surely push trade, but all the noise they'll bring with them, well, that's none of your concern. I bet you can't wait to return to Restov and report your great victory. Restov awaits. I plan to set off right away. The fog seems to be thinning. We should wait until it burns off completely. In the meantime, I'll gather some supplies for your journey to make sure you can enjoy your trip back to Restov.
We should
Just
do
want to
that.
remind everyone, giveaway is going. 6 subs. That's all I need.
Good work. Nice to see I haven't lost my intuition for people. Not many would have managed to set out to the Stolen Lands and return with the Stag Lord's head, but I knew you could handle it. Congratulations are in order. Today, you'll receive the title of Baron before the High Society of Restov, and even Natala Sertova personally. God's bless her. Tomorrow, you'll be able to return to the Stolen Lands if you wish, but this time as a ruler. But matters of state can wait. For now, enjoy this feast in your honor. All the city leaders are here. It's a great opportunity to make some useful connections. Speaking of connections, let me introduce you to Kasil Eldori. He's my adopted son and apprentice. He's a trustworthy man. I'd like to send him with you as an envoy.
Castle, a young orc, or young half-orc, with impeccable poise, performs a textbook perfect bath.
Of course, Kastin gave me a full report. You dealt with the scoundrel perfectly. It would be naive to think that none of your neighbors will try to stick their hands in your affairs. Especially that live fox Iravetti. Enjoy your evening. When you're ready for the official part, come to me.
What torture? We just eat and drink. We can't even move. Yeah, that's torture. Magar. This man is obviously more comfortable on the battlefield than in the company of nobles. He's well built, but the expensive waistcoat he's wearing doesn't quite fit properly, as though it was borrowed. He has a few pale scars across his face, and his dark hair is drawn into an unkempt ponytail with a few streaks of gray running through it. He greets you with a broad smile and a firm handshake. Let me introduce myself. I'm Magar Lord, the new ruler of Dunsmore, your neighbor to the east. Like you, I'm about to be a baron. Great job with the Stag Lord, by the way. Not everyone could exterminate a whole gang of bandits with such a small team. How do you feel being a noble? Looking at his rich clothes, Clark smirks, like a pheasant on a plate. I've killed all kinds of monsters, but This is the first time I've so strongly felt like turning away could get me eaten. He nods toward an arrogant man in the other corner of the room. See that lad, Baron Drilev? He's not like us. He knows what generation of Baron he is. Didn't even shake my hand, you and me. We're like dirt beneath his boots. That's why those like us, the newly made nobility, need to stick together. Otherwise, he'd take my land and yours in the blink of an eye. Truth be told, my team and I just happened to be in the right place at the right time. Jamandi Aldori needed someone reliable to take and hold the territory. I'm the captain of a mercenary team, and that wasn't clear. Farmling Host. Have you heard of us? No? No matter. We've done work for Jamandi before. This time, the task was simple. We just waltzed into the area, cleared it of the most brazen monsters, built a small fort to hold the place in. For that, a barony and land to own. It was a dream job. Nice meeting you. Farewell. Goodbye. Once you've settled in, come pay us a visit. Pour up to your brim, so that, oh, I must be drunk. I forgot the line. Well, Tertuccio. Well, scum.
Will you drink with me?
You see Cassia approaching, the tiefling we met during the battle at Jamandi Aldori's mansion. As she draws near, she places one of the cups of wine she's holding into your hand. Of course. To my
To beauty. It sweetens our happy days and brings solace to our dark and sorrowful ones. But jokes aside, I came to apologize. I know the words I said in our conversation with Lady Audrey might have offended you, but this was not my intention. The lessons life has dealt me were not easy. I've learned to be wary of new acquaintances, which is why I refused to join your party. I hope you will forgive me for this weakness and for my harsh words. And I hope you will hear me out, for I have something to tell you.
No need to apologize. I don't expect everyone I meet to immediately fall under my charms and entrust me with others. Apology accepted.
As it happens, I came across some very valuable information. What brave conqueror of these wild lands wouldn't be intrigued by news of an ancient shrine, possibly full of great treasures? A place such as this was discovered by my old friends from Kadira, and it just happens to be located in lands that today become rightfully yours. My friends lack the courage to enter the shrine and seek the treasure, but what will stop us? We who know the taste of battle and have been singed by the same fire.
It sounds tempting, but I'll need to think about it.
Your caution is reasonable. Well, I'm going to visit the capital of your newborn barony anyway. At my current house. Find me there if you decide you're interested in my offer. So long, friend. I'll call you so today because soon enough, all you'll be hearing is, Your Grace, Your Grace, Your Grace.
Saluting you with the cup, the tiefling girl steps back and disappears into the shadows between the columns. of your victory. Enjoy it while you can. Nothing good, I fear. The Aldori, our dearest friends, didn't deem it necessary to inform you of their plans, I assume. You see, they're preparing to separate from Revoy. It will not be a peaceful process. They lack the strength currently, hence using this legal loophole to create some independent allies. Once the Civil War breaks out, your lands will be the first to endure a strike with Revoy's forces. Perhaps they'll erect a memorial stone in Independent Restov to honor you. Well, I wouldn't count on even that, really. What do you propose? In your situation, the most reasonable course of action would be to align yourself with the lawful rulers of Revoy, the noble houses. The Aldori won't dare to rebel, knowing they will immediately become entrapped. You could help Revoy avoid a civil war, while simultaneously enjoying some well-deserved peace in your lands. I believe Jamandi has already attempted to impose a guard on you as an emissary. I'm guessing her low-born stepson, the green-skinned boy, Cassil. It's up to you, of course, but I would recommend you a different envoy. Please meet Chandra Murvey, an experienced diplomat who's more familiar with Revoy's politics than any brawler could be. The old woman standing next to Natalia gives you a slight bow. I would be happy to help you establish diplomatic relations with Revoy. I'll consider your proposal. Think on it. Do not make any hasty decisions.
I'll go ahead.
As Banki Key, a handsome man with a weather-beaten face grasps your hand tightly in rough, calloused palms. Unlike the rest of the guests in their festive clothes, he wears a simple robe. The only luxury you see on him is a holy symbol of the rest, made of solid gold. The other members look at him with respect, some bordering on awe. Congratulations on your victory, he said in a deep voice. Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Banki Key, High Priest of Erastil and Restov. Many people in Restov venerate Erastil. Yes, I used to serve Erastil on the battlefield, but those days are long past. Now I call on his power to heal those who have fallen from a roof more often than anyone wounded by a sword. Of course, someone has to roam the forest and slay monsters, but I'm more useful to my congregation here, attending the more mundane affairs like hospitals, shelters, and charity affairs. Our most pious aspirations are often hindered, but it is not the case that overcoming such obstacles allows us to become closer to our God. But is it not the case? I give you my blessing, and I believe you will be able to overcome these hardships and achieve your goals. Erastil Keep. Haha! To victory! To freedom! Bottoms up! Bottoms up, yes! Try the eclair. It's delicious. Dennis Braylon. This man's gorgeous clothes hide rippling muscles beneath him. He looks past your ear, obviously bored. Baron Hannes Braylon, he says, mocking the emphasized Lord. And you must be the Stag Lord, Butcher. I'm sorry. Stag Lord and his gang, and so Sword Lord Jamandi is granting you permission to take his place, right? Well, congratulations. My lands lie to the west of yours. I suppose we're neighbors now. Yes, I defeated the Stag Lord. Pray tell, what did you do to deserve your new dominion? A smirk appears on the Baron's face. I don't need to deserve or prove anything. Countless generations of my glorious ancestors have done so for me. If I had a slightly bigger army, Sword Lord Jamandi would have simply given all the stolen lands to me. Alas, I don't have so many soldiers at my disposal, so she had to urgently make barons of the likes of you and Varn. So you have no army and no special merits. We're just given land for being pretty. Under other circumstances, I'd have whipped I'd have you whipped for such words. But let's not ruin Lady Aldori's celebration. If you want so badly to measure merits, we can do so another time. Goodbye. Not even deigning to reply, Baron Drela turns around and looks away.
Let's head out. The path is clear. Tread lightly.
Joseph Salemius, an older man with full sideburns, looks at you with interest through a golden eyeglass. Well now, if it isn't the hero of the festivities, the protege of our dear Jamandi. You pulled this all off quite cleverly. I confess, I wasn't convinced of your enterprise would succeed. I even bet a bottle of my best Pataxian wine against you, but I'm happy to admit I was wrong. The Aldori have always been adept in finding new talent. I don't believe we've been introduced. So it would seem, I am Iosif Salemius, Lord Mayor of Restov. I rule this town and the adjacent lands. As your northern neighbor, I hope we can look forward to a long and fruitful friendship. So you rule Restov. What about the Aldori? Brevoy's politics seems complex and incomprehensible to many. Here, in this part of Rosland, the spirit of northern freedom still lives. We are loyal to the throne. May the gods prolong the life of His Highness. But here, far from the dominions of the great houses, we have our own way of life. It is especially important now, after the certain events that I probably don't need to name. The Aldori Sword Lords used to rule Rosland. They're still the largest landowners and main military force in the region, but it's not for nothing that Rostov is called the Free City. We're proud to choose the Lord Mayor from among the citizens, considered not by their lineage, but by their own barons. What kind of events are you talking about? Mayor Salemius gives you a patronizing smile. Why? An aspiring politician needs to be well informed. I'm talking, of course, about the disappearance of the ruling house Ragarvia. Can you imagine it? Old man Coral conquered our land 2 centuries ago. It would be a shameless lie to say that nobody wished his royal house could just disappear into thin air. But once that exact thing happened, turned out nobody was ready for it. Poof! All over the country, every member of the royal house disappeared without a trace. Nobody knows what happened. It is a mystery, but a mystery pregnant with opportunity for everyone. How are things in Restov? I don't want to boast, but things have been going well in recent years. Trade prospers, the population grows, and the citizens are happy. Although recently, especially after the disappearance of House Burgarbia, more and more troublemakers have been appearing, and people are talking about shocking things. But those sort of rumors aren't worthy of your attention. It was nice meeting you. Goodbye. Please wait a moment. Your young barony will need resources to establish itself, and from what I've been told, you're somewhat in need of financial assistance. I could organize, supply everything you need for the construction, and spread out the cost on extremely favorable terms. I could immediately procure, let's say, 500 cartloads of building supplies. I'm sure that would give you a good start. In exchange, I would ask a small favor. Until you repay the debt in full, simply assume the obligation of contracting building services through Restoff's Builders Guild. Do we have a deal? Do I accept his offer? Sure, why not? And it's a deal. I'll get everything in order right away and schedule delivery immediately. The feeling is mutual, I assure you. I look forward to hearing more of your dazzling successes soon.
Let us be careful. I'll go ahead. The path is clear.
A handsome, well-dressed young man of about 17 years old looks at you with a polite smile. So, you're the famous slayer of the Stag Lord's gang, soon to be a baron. Pleased to make your acquaintance. My name is Lander. Just Lander, no last name or title. Oh no, I'm not from here. I'm just visiting you. I wanted to see for myself the heroes who managed to conquer the frontier lands, and the Lord Mayor was kind enough to invite me to this wonderful party. Truth be told, that's precisely what I wanted to speak with you about. You see, I am an heir to one of Redwood's noble houses. I won't say which, but believe me, a newly appointed baron with no connections would do well to have a friend like me. I travel the country in secret, without servants, so I can see it for myself. Not from a carriage window, but face to face with the people. My family would never approve, of course, but then I never asked. I need to know Brevoy if I'm going to rule a part of it someday. I know Jamandi wants to impose her stepson on you as an emissary of Brevoy. Refuse. Take me instead. Don't look at my age. While they may have trained this half-orc to swing a sword, I've been trained to rule since I was a child. I'll be a far greater use to you, both now and in the future, and I have a firm position in my family. I'll consider your proposal. Yes, do so, and carefully.
Let's head out.
Their wine is alright, nice and strong, but the appetizer is just barely a mouthful.
Tread lightly. The path is clear. I'll
tried to talk to you.
Let us
Just
be
been
careful.
guarded.
The road awaits.
So, how do you like our little gathering? I hope you've made some useful connections. Shall we move on to the official proceedings? My apprentice, Casil Aldori, will go with you. Won't he?
I really do. If I side with Jamani Aldori, I'll have a good fight. So yes,
Whatever you choose, I won't argue. But you must choose your inner circle with the utmost care. Excellent. Stand here. Lords and ladies, today we are here to honor three brave people who have done the impossible. They've tamed the stolen lands. Baron Hannes Drelev, the new master of Lilipa, Captain Maegor Varn, the conqueror of Dunsworth, and finally, the tamer of the Shrike Hills, who put an end to the atrocities of the Stag Lord's bandits. Step forward. On behalf of the people of the free city of Rostov, I confer upon you this noble title. Rise, your grace.
I shall not fail.
Victory! The Stag Lord's dead, and the capital of the new barony has been built in place of his fort. That was how the long and challenging taming of the stolen lands began.
welcome your host, Testus Lucy. You can see he's a bit anxious and seems he rehearsed his speech many times. Let me once again congratulate you on your victory and your new title. Lady Jamani transferred me here. I am at your disposal. I am not one to bestow honors. But I want you to know, I'm glad to serve you. I'm here to welcome you on behalf of your new capital citizens. The Stag Lord's former stronghold will soon be a thriving city. Word travels fast, and the first settlers have already arrived, with new ones approaching as we speak. While you were visiting Rostov, much has been done here. Your benefactors, the Aldori, have invested a great deal of resources in rebuilding the city. I stand ready to answer your questions and show you around the most important sites. They are all somewhere around here, but I never kept an eye on who went where exactly. Well, I assume Tristan is with Jode, and you can always find Lindsay. Just follow the noise and turn around. Our old acquaintance Jode is right here. Erastel's clerics normally don't like cities much, but he is eager to serve you. Also, the emissary from Brevoy is here, waiting for you in the throne room. There's also a curious matter. An elf has paid us a visit. A blind elf. Desna only knows how he managed to get here. He seems peaceful. He seems a peaceful, even pleasant fellow, though naturally a little old. So I let him stay a while. It's up to you to decide what to do with him now. That's about it, I guess. Keston scratches his head. I must admit, I've never seen anything like that in my whole life. A city, a whole barony, born right in front of our eyes. The people sensed the moment, and they were really proud. As a rule, I'm not too cheerful and chatty. I normally feel out of place among all the rejoicing, but today is one of those days. Follow me, Your Grace. Greetings, Your Grace. We are, well, your new subjects. We're selecting a site to build our house. It's what you lake can be up here on the hill. A fine place to throw garbage at your neighbor's head, though. Ouch! It's a good thing you got rid of those monsters and bandits, Your Grace. You recognize this place, Your Grace. This is where the Stag Lord's fortress wall used to be. Not... The heart of every town is its main square. We plan to hold street festivities and fairs here. Look, we already have our first vendor. Greetings, Your Grace. If you turn to the right from the square, you'll end up straight in our tavern. Grace, those are our guards. They keep order in the city. Or keep their... Here's the observation platform. I hope one day your capital will grow large enough that we won't be able to see its full extent from this perch. The building in front of us is your residence. That's where we'll head now.
Everyone counts on me.
Welcome to your barony. You are about to make the unyielding stolen lands a prosperous kingdom. There is a long and arduous road ahead of you. You and your advisors are going to deal with matters of national importance, found and build up settlements, seize and develop new regions, solve pressing problems. Okay? So now we've reached the main chambers. This is the throne room where you'll hold court and receive visitors. Let me draw your attention to this large map, depicting your barony and surroundings. We'll mark all the important scout reports and other news worthy of your Grace's attention. Having finished his speech, Keston tucks his thumbs under his belt and stands quietly. Greetings, Your Grace. Cassil, Lady Jelani's ward, gives a polite bow. It was a pleasure to meet you at the Restov reception. On behalf of your allies and benefactors, the Aldori Sword Lords, I would like to offer you some advice. You can solve most of your barony's problems by granting appointments to the right people, responsible people. But certain state business will demand your personal attention, as will the visits of especially important guests. Reports of such outstanding events will be marked on your map. You can always check it while considering your plans. According to the ancient traditions of Brevoy, and most of the river kingdoms, rulers address affairs of state and receive visitors at the beginning of the month. My advice to you is to maintain this tradition, and regularly visit your capital when needed. The first thing you should do as a ruler is assign loyal people to all the important positions in your barony. Electric milk, what's going on? Hey, everything's all good, man. Thank you for coming and hanging out. Your clerics, Jode and Tristan, were the first to seek an audience. I won't distract you further, and I'll leave you to consider. Once again, my congratulations. May your rule be long and prosperous. Your Grace, allow me to congratulate you on receiving the title of Baron. I'm confident that you will be able to bring order to these troubled lands. Jode stumbles slightly. Though to be honest, this isn't exactly what we wanted to speak with you about. Tristan and I have been talking a great deal about what happened at the Temple of the Elder. It doesn't all make sense to us yet, but one thing is clear. There is a powerful curse at work. It corrupted the very essence of that sacred place, steeping it with putrescence. Ugh. I am disgusted with whoever could do this. Jode exhales loudly, catching his breath. And now there is a new woe. Christian and I believe the curse did not simply disperse of its own accord. There is a place near the capital rumored by the locals to be cursed. Tristan and I visited this dreadful place, and we felt the same putrescence as at the Temple of the Elk. What is this place? Where is it? There is a bald hilltop not far from here, to the north of the capital. Its crown is entirely barren of life. The locals believe that rituals glorifying the dark gods were held there back in ancient times. There is no longer any trace of such rituals, but the air around the hilltop is heavy to the point of stifling. The place is like a rotting wound, closed but not healed. And this wound will undoubtedly open again. Tristan and I felt something approaching, something ominous. The curse will soon return to plague us once more. I swear by Arasto. I will go there as soon as I am able. I would be happy to accompany you, but I would not expect to see anything new there at present. I agree with Tristan. We have been to this hilltop. It's barren, but filled with a dense atmosphere of unease. Well, what do you suggest? The curse will grow in strength, and we predict it will reach the peak of its strength in about 1 month. That's when we should visit the bald hilltop and resolve this issue. For now, we can only wait and prepare. We beg your pardon, Your Grace, for intervening with you getting the grasp of your barony. I'm sure you have even more pressing matters at hand right now.
I feel tired.
The barony has 10 basic stats, each supervised by an advisor. They are as follows: population, or regent, counselor, general, treasurer, high priest, grand diplomat, warden, magister, curator, and minister. Stats increase if the governance is successful, and decrease if events don't end well or other negative factors are placed in your way. Don't let your barony stats drop to 0 or lower. This will cause your subjects to riot, and your state will begin to crumble. Each stat has certain milestones or ranks within them. Every 20 points in a stat will increase your rank. Rank 1 unlocks a corresponding advisor position for that stat. Further development of the stat and upgrades to its ranks will be possible only if you have an advisor in the relevant position. Governing your barony will require one advisor for each stat. You may appoint your companions as well as some of the Soulmate citizens into the advisor positions. Each of the 10 positions has at least 3 characters who are qualified to hold it. Not all of these characters will be willing to serve you right away. Some of them will need to be convinced. Appointing others will require completing an assignment for them or rendering them some other service. Every advisor acts on their own ideology. They have their own opinions and on everything that happens in your domain. Therefore, you may want to select characters whose governance philosophy is consistent with your own. Open the Advisor tab on the right side of the screen, click an empty slot, and select a character to appoint them as an advisor. Every barony stat gains a bonus from a specific ability of the appointed advisor. The exact size of the bonus is indicated in the upper right corner of the advisor's card. Only advisors may address the problems, opportunities, and sudden events that occur in your domain and require immediate attention. Don't leave these positions vacant. So, Regents. Choose an advisor for this position. The regent assures subjects' complaints and concerns are heard by their ruler and serves as a link between the baron and the people. Choose an advisor to fill this position. Advisors will act according to their position and govern their beliefs and their alignment. I'll put Octavia there. Oops. Counselor. The counselor deals with troubles of the common folk and helps settle land disputes in agricultural matters. This advisor ensures citizens remain loyal to the throne. Okay. I guess my only choice is Tristan. General. The general is the highest ranking officer in the army of the barony and is responsible for watching the borders and protecting the realm. Huh. Ragangar is hot-headed and direct. Miri favors the direct approach. Castle always tries to help those in need. I'm gonna put Ragangar in this position. Treasurer. The treasurer's duty is to keep the coffers of the barony full and ensure any gold spent is spent wisely. No candidates are available for this position. High Priest. No matter what deity he serves, the High Priest strives to satisfy the spiritual needs of all the citizens in the barony. Okay. Research into the nature of curses. Davic Nettle. Now that the undead engineer's curse has been lifted, it might be prudent to study it and to be more prepared next time. Choose an advisor to handle this event. Advisors will act according to their position. Okay. Trade agreement with Sertova. Our merchants will receive the right to establish a sizable trade post in the heart of New Stettin. Each city in the barony gains an extra 5 BP per week, plus 2 BP for each count. That BP is barony points. And 1 BP for each village. Choose an advisor to handle this event. No candidates are available for the position. Rebuild the Temple of the Elk. Pillage the Temple of the Elk. Plunder the Temple of the Elk and rob it of all remaining treasure, plus 150 BP. Prevents future restoration of the temple. Wow. Asvanki's offer. Asvanki Keeg, High Priest of Erastil from Restov, has a strong interest in spreading the Stag God's faith across the region. He is eager to build a shrine dedicated to Erastil on your lands, but at his own expense. Accept his offer if you wish to gain a useful ally and a place of worship for Erastum. Lord Mayor of Restov has offered 500 BP and financial assistance in exchange for your promise to work exclusively with Restov Builders Guild. It's a generous offer, but who knows what consequences this would have for the barony. Claim the outskirts. Declare the outskirts a part of your kingdom. You may claim new regions to expand your territory. Open the Regions tab on the right side of the screen and select the relevant project at the bottom of the screen. Claiming a region will allow you to significantly increase your barony's stats and found settlements in the new lands. Here's what you must do to claim a new region. Meet special regional conditions, that is, complete a quest or reach a certain rank in one of the stats. Collect sufficient BP for the claim. Find an unoccupied advisor who can take charge of the claim. As soon as you start the Kingdom project to claim a region, time will automatically speed up for the next 14 days. The time it takes for you and your advisors to claim the region. After the new territory is claimed and annexed into your domain, the boundaries of the state will change, and you will receive all the bonuses granted by the claimed region. One of your barony stats has reached 20 points. It's time for you to increase its rank. First, meet with your advisor and discuss the future of the state. To do so, return to your capital and click the button on the appropriate event card in the throne room. Whatever choices you make, remember, your advisors may disapprove. If the current advisor decides that you argue too much, they will quit forever. Outskirts claim. Now that the Undead's engineer's curse has been lifted, the Strike Hills are named after the Strike River, winding along them, which in turn got its name from the numerous flocks of birds that nest along its length. Deep and affluent, it could have made a great trade route, if not for its numerous and deadly rapids. The hills are equally deceptive, green and lush. They shelter countless monsters and bandits. You have already founded the only available settlement in the region, Tuskdale. Okay. You may construct buildings to increase your barony stats. Each building has a cost in BP and construction time. You may construct several buildings simultaneously. Start construction, select the building you need from the list on the right side of the screen, place it into an empty slot in the settlement. Buildings may provide special bonuses if you meet certain conditions. Most commonly, two buildings must stand close together to grant the bonus. Make sure you use this feature to your full benefit when planning a settlement. Some buildings can be placed only in designated spots or areas. As examples, a pier must be built on water, and demolish a building to get rid of it and recover half of the resources you spent on construction. If you want to move a building, you will have to demolish the old one, gaining half of the resources you spent on it, and constructing in the new desired slot for half the price. You won't have to spend any extra BP, but you will have to wait for construction to finish in the new location. So how much BP do I have? 314. Okay. So I think the most important are a wooden hall. A watchtower. We'll go with barracks. We'll do a lumber yard. Put it right here. We'll do a shop in the middle of town. We'll do a tavern right next to the barracks and the shops. And we'll do a smithy right there. And a granary right here. Alright. Exit town. And that is the settlement named Tuskdale. Found a new settlement. No, we won't do that this time around. Sorry to take you away from your other affairs, but your people need you. When the Stolen Lands were freed from the Stag Lord, people sighed in relief, but many are still confused by their split chains and fortunes. Truth be told, they simply don't know what to think of their new baron, nor what to expect of you. Will you be a fair ruler for all, only for those of wealthy status? Let us reassure your people. Show them where your favor truly rests. Perhaps a small celebration would help win them over. Of course, you could spend the same amount on a luxurious dinner for the wealthiest of your barony, but I recommend organizing a fair for the common folk, the ones upon whose shoulders where power truly resides. We will hold a common celebration where everyone will be welcome, including the poor and downtrodden. This is the greatest gift the world can give to its people. Aaron looks embarrassed. He runs his fingers through his beard and clears his throat a few times, then speaks at last. I heard, not that it's important, but well, he clears his throat again. I heard that an ancient trade route built by the dwarves of the Five Kingdom Mountains runs through these lands. I don't know what happened to them or where they went. Unforgiving time spares no one, but the road itself is still here, and possibly not only the road. Aaron pulls his beard in his fist. Well, Garrett the Wise, I have a request. If you find any dwarven ruins in the area, I'd like to see them with my own eyes. Of course, Aaron. If I find any dwarven ruins, I'll take you to them. Thank you, Garrett the Wise. I will. Thank you. Your Grace, I was at Oleg's trading post recently, and I noticed old Vulcan just standing there, bored to death with nothing to do. This is most unfortunate. After all, the old grumbler is a very knowledgeable alchemist. However, he has no use for his skills, since the locals need nothing more than the simplest of healing potions. And then it struck me. Why don't you hire him as your court alchemist? His decoctions and tinctures would certainly prove most useful to you. Also, it might be cheaper than simply buying from him or some other merchant.
The path is clear.
How may I serve you, Your Grace?
Garrus.
I believe I can manage to uphold the law. Being a warden would suit me well.
Let us bide our time. Tread lightly.
crisis points do I have? Up to 5? How's that work?
Let's head out.
Greetings. How may this humble chosen of the Grand Samurai help us?
I'll go ahead. I shall not fail.
Hello, my savior. You asked if we'd meet again, and here I am.
Savory aroma of fresh flowers is the first thing that lets you know that your long-time acquaintance is here. The nymph looks at you in a strange way, like she's never looked at you before.
I see your fate has changed since last we met. Now you are the ruler who will determine the destiny of these lands. I am a living heart, the whisper of the wind, the strength of rivers, the luxuriant growth of the meadows. Do you wish to touch this power? I will show you a place where we can finally meet in flesh, you and I. Deep in the woods, there is an old mossy ruin long abandoned, nearly swallowed by the thicket. There is an old tree growing among the stones in the yard, which I remember as a seed. A shadow under its green crown I call my verdant chambers. Visit me there, my lord, and come alone, and an nymph's reward awaits you. So long, I will wait you there, as the ground waits for spring under the heavy winter snow.
The path is clear. Let's be careful.
Huh. Feel somebody's good?
Everyone counts on me. Our duty calls. Tread lightly. Let us bide our time. The path is clear.
A young dwarf, red-haired, neat, and surprisingly clean-shaven, stands leaning against a sledgehammer. He's busy reading some book, but as you approach, he looks up and bows slightly. I am Burdell, a policeman. What can I do for you? Your Grace wishes. What's up, Devin? Thank you so much for that, man. I appreciate it. I'll be on later on tonight, too, for my birthday stream. So feel free to come hang out with me for my 50th birthday. And thank you yesterday, Devin, for your help. I appreciate that. You are truly a lifesaver. Talents of Elvenkind. It's where a +5 competence bonus on mobility checks. Okay, I'll do that. Lesser Branches of Archery. These bracers empower the wearer to use any bow with a +1 competence bonus on attack rolls. Ring of Protection. Yeah, no, this isn't, let's go ahead and take that off, because it's not gonna fit. Alright.
The road awaits. Everyone counts on me.
Let's do this guy today. You know what? No.
I'll go ahead.
Just store it, right?
Our duty calls. Let's head out.
I am the new Stag Lord. Personal stats. Alright. So, I know that we've overloaded to take on other party members. also don't want to risk selling stuff I might need later, so...
Let us bide our time. The path is clear.
Alright. There are a couple of places I can go to. I'm not going to go. And I'm not going to take Tristan. I'm going to take him. And I'm going to take Valerie. See if any of them need to level up. I'm sure the dwarf will. wait about a month, right? Ruins of an old temple. The surviving walls are covered with exquisite mosaics. Barony resources. Let's try to find some barony resources close then. The local soil is great for growing fruit trees and vegetables. Pay 15 BP to claim this resource. That would have to be Let's investigate.
Each step brings us closer to the end.
Don't hesitate.
I'm not afraid.
Raider werewolf.
Let's strike as one.
Of course, we had to win that one. You gain the supernatural ability to make a melee attack with a morale bonus on damage rolls equal to half your level in the class that gave you access to this domain. True strike. Last. yet. In a moment. We'll go ahead and
Yes.
Do not falter!
you can view a target with chaos as a melee attack with chaos for the next round. And the target won't be twice to take the most favorable result. You can use this ability a number of times per day, equal to 3 pleasure with the round. A vivid cone of clashing colors springs forth from your hand, causing creatures to become stunned, perhaps also blinded, and possibly knocking them prone. Each creature within the cone is affected according to its hit die. 2 hit die or less. The creature is blinded, stunned, or knocked prone for 2d4 rounds, then blinded and stunned for 1d4 rounds, and then stunned for 1 round. And he's almost dead. Breastplate? Unidentified, so I'll go ahead and take it.
And so they walked on.
Here I am. See what you want.
Right.
As you order.
Tread lightly.
I'm by your side.
Enemy near.
Bring it!
Stay behind me!
Tear them apart!
Serves you right.
Your life is low.
Let us strike as one!
They go down!
About time.
Remain vigilant.
Well...
Onwards! Together! Hey, Amiri! Why don't we go to a fashionable dress shop once we get to the city? I promise we'll make a real beauty out of you.
What? You want me to pull on a dress? Maybe I should start brushing my teeth, too.
This way! I'm free to do what you ask of me.
I need a challenge.
Lotus follows in my steps.
Yeah, it appears there's nothing here. Flat-top rock that serves as a landmark in the area. Okay. This part of the Narrow Marches is a place where wildlife thrives, being home to a variety of beasts. This attracts many hunters, but it scares off other hunters. Beasts are not rare in the area. What's the worst that could happen?
I'm going. Don't rush me.
Done with waiting.
A group of hardy people with axes, most likely lumberjacks, are menacing a fragile Nixie. Two lumberjacks stand before her, relaxed and disconnected. The lead lumberjack shakes his fist at the Nixie and yells, "Let them go, you swamp freak! If you don't, I'll burn this rotten grove to the ground, on my word!" You're the freaks, and my name is Melians. I'm butchering that, I'm sure. Thank you very much. If you keep being rude like this, I'll just drown these jumbos in the lake. Understand? Noticing you, the lead lumberjack grins and waves. You there! You seem a capable sort. Interested in some coin? Name's Korax, and we're loggers here in this forest. We could use your help in freeing our people from this Gorgon's claws. We should help her. No, them. I don't know. Why can't Keith and Faye live in peace?
Let's be careful. Try to do it.
Lumberjack hangs his head. You didn't save them. What do I tell the widows? I didn't look the orphans in the eyes.
Here I am. See. I'm listening. What you want?
And so they
Wow, Chicha.
T. Go.
Do not falter! Yes. Go.
Go.
What a waste.
To you, I can't say no.
Well, let's go.
I see something.
Ooh. Quite the hall.
I'll go ahead.
You can rely on me.
You can count on me.
I'm listening. What weapon do you like best?
Whichever one I'm holding. I've been trained to fight using any blade. Spears, axes, bludgeons.
Keep formation.
Could you make an epic pose? I need inspiration.
Vanguard.
You deserved it.
Stay behind me.
Masterwork light mace.
Done with waiting.
The path is clear.
See if we can find any goods, any random goods.
Right.
Remain vigilant.
Don't fall behind.
Let's head out.
Which we will be doing shortly. Pointing down the stage. New merchants have arrived in the capital. Rumor has it that an unknown self-taught master crafting items of extraordinary beauty and rare quality has appeared in the region that is more rare. Something should be done to entice her to stay. That event ends in 8 days. Okay. An advisor wants to discuss an urgent matter that concerns the Barony's future.
Tread lightly. Our duty calls. The path is clear.
Oh my god, these load screens are horrible. And I don't even have a physical copy of this game. It's all on digital. I mean, I own the game. It's on the hard drive.
I'll go ahead. Let us bide our time.
Thank you guys for watching. Devin Does Tech, Electric Milk, anybody else who's lurking. I appreciate you guys for hanging out, watching me play some of my favorite games. You guys spending time with me is much appreciated. YouTube, thank you for hanging out. Here's where I say goodbye. I will be back on later on tonight, as probably a little bit later, but I will be on tonight for my birthday stream, where I will be doing a couple of giveaways. So, a little bit later, I'll post a short form on my socials talking about that, so be on the lookout for that. But in the meantime, YouTube, you have a wonderful rest of your afternoon, and be good to each other.